Hey guys, Zomfox here, and today we're going to be doing a different kind of video. As I said, if you've watched my channel introduction video, this channel is going to be everything based around the USFL. Literally anything. And today we're going to be something that I haven't really covered on the channel yet, but I want to because it's involving a passion and an opportunity for you guys. For those who don't know, in terms of sports, there are mainly two different ways where you can actually increase your financial gains through sports. The one that the USFL is focused on the most is sports gambling, where you bet on a team to win, a team to get a certain amount of points, a player to get a certain amount of yards, and so on. An insane amount. The other is through player investing, where you invest in sports cards of those players to try and hope that they become even better, become big names, and sell for more money. So today I'm going to be discussing 4 players that I am investing in and I believe are good investments for you guys. You do not have to listen to what I'm saying. These are all suggestions by me and my knowledge of what I've done. I have been doing this for a couple of years. I've done multiple shows, but I'm not a huge guy. I'm not going to try and, lie to you and say, oh, I've been doing this like 15 years and I got like all this experience. No, I do know a bit and I want to try and help you. So the 4 players I'm investing in are Jordan Tamu, Shea Patterson, Paxton Lynch, and Sarai. Those are the 4 guys. So I'm going to be discussing each card I've gotten, how much I'm getting for them, what I think you guys could do, and basically explain the best ones. So let's get started with the most obvious of all of them in Jordan Tamu. Tamu is without a doubt the most obvious player to invest in. He is a quarterback that everybody believes is the best in the USFL, pretty much undoubtedly, and it is a very solid choice to invest in him. To put it simply, quarterbacks drive the most value in all of football by a mile. So when a quarterback becomes good, their card's going to become valuable. This Tamu card I got for about $10, really cheap, but this is a very basic card. It is a sticker autograph, as you can see, which means the player did not sign the card, but they signed a sticker that got put on the card, and it is an unlicensed product card from Leaf Draft. But there is something to understand about this. Tamu only has a couple cards. He has this, which is unlicensed. He also has Prism Draft Picks, which is a licensed Panini product, but is also a sticker, and then he has Contenders Draft Picks. Those are pretty much all of his autograph cards, aside from his big one. He has one big card, and that's his XFL autograph rookie card from Topps in 2020, but those are the most expensive, and from the last time I checked, there was only one up, and it was a PSA 9 of an out of 25 autograph for like $70. Now, that's a card that if you genuinely believe he's going to become good and you have the funds to get, it's definitely a solid investment. It is one of his best rookie cards out there, especially since it's, out of 25, which is why it's one of his best. Because, only parallels that are less than or that are pretty good. So, to put it simply, Tamu, all these players are really cheap to afford now. To put it simply, none of these guys are going to become huge money guys, probably due to the fact that they are at the end of the day in the USFL. But any gain is a big gain, and a quarterback definitely is a good shot to gain. And if you truly believe Tamu is that guy, he's a solid quarterback to invest in, especially if you're able to get his autographs for pretty cheap. The next player I am investing in is going to be Shea Patterson. Shea Patterson is also a very cheap guy to get. I got this card and another one, which is a basic card for about $20. And the reason I got this card is even though it's also a sticker, it is a chromium card and a parallel. It is a rookie card. And if you can see, let me get this to focus. Oh, my bad. As you can see, that is 2 of 15. For those of you who don't know stuff about cards, if you get a card serial numbered to their jersey, because serial number is how many of this exact card exist, if it's numbered to their jersey, it immediately increases the value of the card. So even though there are 14 other 2 of 15, or 14 other out of 15 cards of this parallel, because this one is his jersey number, it is the most valuable of all of them. Meaning down the road, if he does become a star and a good player, this is going to be a very solid card to have. He has a lot more options than Tamu. He has like Leaf Trinity, he has base Leaf, he has a couple Panini products. Everything he has though is college, but you can get a lot of his autographs anywhere from literally maybe $8 to $50 if you're willing to get the best of the best, like a 101. As I said, I got this for about $20, and I think this is a really solid pickup, especially because with the Panthers, they are the favorite to win the title, and so it's unsurprising that this is the first overall pick, and that means that his value could easily become pretty good if the team gets good. Now, the next player invested in is another obvious one because, this is a really nice card. This is a Paxton Lynch out of 10 RPA from National Treasures. This is the 10th anniversary one, but to put it simply, this is a really solid card to get. Paxton Lynch is the other quarterback the Panthers took, and as I said, I believe they're the best quarterback room, and with either quarterback, they can be successful. So this investment is a dual investment due to this philosophy. I believe the Panthers have a real shot at winning the title. So if they win the title, it's going to be behind one of this quarterback or this quarterback. So for whichever one gets good, considering I only paid like $20 for this card as well, whichever quarterback wins, if their value only goes up by, let's just say, a very low number of 2 times, which, let's be real, it'd probably be more than that, then that's a gain of $20. And if one goes down half to about 10, you're still making money. Because to put simply, a lot of these USFL players are guys that if you have $100, you can invest in to try and make it up to 400 or 300 in just a couple of months due to the season being a pretty short season. You can get multiple good cards of a player cheap, and then if they become good, you make money by having multiple cards that are good. Paxton Lynch has a lot of NFL cards available since he was a first-round pick, and a lot of them are pretty cheap. You can get really solid ones for like 100, but that's a huge risk, and even though if you believe in him because he has, NFL pedigree, then I understand that. But to me, I went with this. National Treasures is the second most valuable brand in all football, only behind Flawless. This is an RPA from that set out of 10. It is on card, meaning that he signed the card, which makes it immediately more valuable than the sticker autograph. It's a 3-color patch of a jersey that he wore, so it's a really solid card. Speaking of Flawless is the last one. If you saw the video I made a while back, or just a couple weeks ago, I said the most intriguing player in the entire USFL was Sage Sarai. This is me doubling down on that and truly believing that. This is another card I got for about $20. This is Flawless, the single best product you can get of a player. And he probably will not be in the Pro Flawless, but he does have some Pro autographs in his Lions jersey from when he was a practice squad member. But I truly believe that a Collegiate Flawless is pretty much the best RPA or autograph of a player you can get until maybe Immaculate Collection. I get college is worth less than pro stuff, but Flawless is such an insanely hard product to get, and the cards are so short printed. This is out of 20, and this is a parallel, and his base is only out of 25, so it's a very rare card to get. The patch isn't the best, it's just a 2-color decal, but it's another on-card autograph, and it is a very solid card. It's Flawless, so it's a great card to get. And I think this has genuine upside. I understand he's a receiver, so his upside isn't nearly as much as the other 3. But I feel like, especially since I live in North Carolina, if he becomes good, this is going to be a much easier card to sell because if you have a player that's from your area or went to college in your area or plays in your area, it is a much easier card to sell in person anywhere else. So those are the 4 players I'm investing in the USFL. Now, I will say, just as a quick note, if you want to invest in some of the old players, I can understand that. Because if you genuinely believe that this league will succeed, it's going to create a buzz for the old guys like, Herschel Walker, Jim Kelly, Reggie White, guys who are in the league like Doug Williams. It's going to create a kind of surge on them. So if you want to invest in their cards, because the old USFL had 2 different sets that are very short printed compared to the regular sets of pro football. So those are smart investments too. But I'm going with mainly the new guys, and these are the 4 that I genuinely believe are the best to becoming good players in the USFL. And if the league is able to go through a whole year, I genuinely think that especially one of these 2 guys could, at the end of the day, be the championship game MVP. And if they do have regular season awards, this guy could very well be the MVP. These cards go up, it's solid. So, in terms of investment, these aren't as break the bank as investing in guys like Patrick Mahomes or investing in upcoming quarterbacks like Trevor Lawrence, who may be up and coming in the league, who's already in the league, or investing in guys like Matt Corral or Kenny Pickett. These are guys that are cheap to afford now, and even though their gains will only be less in terms of value, in terms of multiplication, they could triple in price in just a couple months. So if you only get 1 or 2 cards of each and you end up gaining $40, you still made $40, just as if you bet $100 on a team to win a title at plus 400 odds, versus if you spend $100 on a player and his value goes up 4 times. It's kind of the same thing. So yeah. That's my 2 cents into the knowledge. If you guys have any other players you want to invest in or any other specific cards you think are good to invest in or you want to just genuinely talk about this, leave it in the comments below. This has been Zomfox. If you enjoy this content and want to be notified as soon as I upload, then hit the bell and subscribe to the channel. And remember to have a great night. I'll see you guys next time. And at the end of the season, I'll be sure to do a follow-up video on this one. Goodbye.